All right, so today we're gonna try a spot I haven't checked in a while. I mean, this is miles and miles and miles away from, the spots you're used to seeing me check. So let's see what we can find. All right, so let's see if we can find anything under this log here. And for those of you who, might be watching, think I'm doing nothing but flipping logs, that is not the case. I'm constantly got my ears. So I've constantly got my ears just wide open. Constantly listening to every tiny little sound, listening for the sound of snakes slithering through the leaves, looking at all the trees on the way, because rat snakes are in the trees quite often, and so are rough green snakes. So you got to keep your eyes open and your wits about you when you're in the woods. If you really want to be successful herping, it's just a few tips. Like I say, first, keep your eyes and ears open constantly. This needs to be closed to be able to do that. So if you're with a group, a little bit of talking is okay, but the less you talk, the more successful you're going to be. Also, just because snakes commonly live on the ground, that's not the only place to look for them. Even snakes that you are commonly used to only finding on the ground do go in the trees sometimes. So you never know what you might find in the trees. I've actually had a copperhead drop out of a tree right next to me before. So you never know what you're going to find. Anyhow, let's hear. Well, no luck under that one, but let's keep going, eh? Got me a little ribbon snake. Still spazzing out a bit. Hold on. But he's okay. It's a little ribbon snake here, see? Nice orange stripe and all that, but I'm about to take him back to where I found him, because, I don't want to take him from his home. Ribbon snakes, they're really awesome little dudes. I mean, they are, and also, by the way, lately come into question of whether this is Thamnophis soritus, as I believe, or was it Thamnophis proxima? Because I was looking at the the range of Thamnophis proxima makes a little more sense, so that might be what this is, you know? But anyway, these guys are awesome, eating worms and little minnows and insects and things like that. The guy is just an awesome little snake, and I'm just gonna let him go right here, back where I found him. And there we go. So yeah, you know, I'm a big fan of the Thamnophis family altogether. What's really awesome about like garter snakes and ribbon snakes and the like is that, you know, they can be kept communally in captivity. Now, I don't really recommend going out and just catching them and putting them in your enclosure. And you might think, well, there's plenty of them out there. Why not? Well, because there's also plenty of people that are actually, well, not huge amount, but there are people that are breeding them, and you can get them in pretty reasonable cost if you do want to own them, if you actually want to keep and raise, you know, any of your little Thamnophis buddies, you know, garters, or, you know, which there are several different types, and then of course ribbon snakes, which there are a few different types of those as well. Even you know, probably a different subspecies, I would think, would be pretty fine together, because they really seem to get along pretty well. And there are so many mosquitoes out here; they're eating me alive. If I find nothing else today, if I had a macro lens, I could do a whole documentary on mosquitoes. You see them swarming around my face. Anyway, anyway, you know. So also, if you don't want to, if you're not into feeding your reptiles, you know, rodents, you don't have to with Thamnophis. In fact, you know, it's going to be a lot easier feeding them on, you know, fish and things like worms and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. And you know, they are live bearers, which is also awesome. Big in there. Alrighty, so we are back at, you know, the Reptile Quest Casa, and what you're seeing here is a one thing, you know, not permanent decorations. These are decorations that came with my dude right here, which is a, you know, BCI. It was rehomed to me recently, and looking a bit thin right now, but we are going to fix that right now. So let's do this number here, and get the rat. I get the rat. All right, here we go, and hopefully everything. Come here. Want some food? Want some of this? Want some of this? Oh, what's that? What's that? Did you get it? So it looks like my dude is chowing down his food, which is awesome.